if asking my co-wife for some help is more beneficial to me than me not asking for some help because I care about what somebody else going to say, or someone thinking I'm weak, or someone thinking that I shouldn't be friends with her, or whatever the case may be, is foolishness on my part.
Warning, viewer discretion is advised. The content, viewed as an educational material you are about to experience, could challenge your belief, trigger strong emotions, and frankly, piss you off. This isn't for everyone. If you're not ready to confront new ideas, or if your feelings bruise easily, this might be the time to click away. Expect to be challenged, to think, and you might even want to scream at the screen. Proceed with caution, and remember, you chose to be here. Let's get it.
Peace, it's your coach, Coach Nyla, one of the co-founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygamy Uncensored. And in this video, I'm going to talk about, not that you ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway, I'm going to talk about asking your co-wife for help. Should I ask my co-wife for help? Well, that question is not as cut and dry or the answer is not as cut and dry as it may seem. But when it comes down to it, you have to weigh the options. You have to weigh the pros and cons. Now, I understand not everyone is in a relationship where they have a cordial relationship, or friendship, let alone a cordial relationship with their co-wife. I get that. I understand that. And as we talked about it before, why is that? Why? What is the reason for that? Here's the thing. My co-wife and I, we actually did a training. You'll see it in the comments, or in the description. You'll see what it is. But my co-wife and I, we did a women's polygyny masterclass, and in our final week, we talked about connecting with your co-wife, and we trained on connecting with your co-wife and why it's important to connect with your co-wife, even if it's just on a cordial level, because whether you believe it or not, or whether you want to understand it or not, you are part of one family. You are part of one big family. And there may be times that things will happen in your life that you may need one another. And we can be egotistical. We can be whatever it is. We can allow our hurts and our pains to cloud our judgment, or whatever the case may be, but that's not benefiting us in no way, shape, or form. If you need help, can you go to your co-wife? Should you go to your co-wife? Can you do that? Sometimes we want to say, well, no, I can't, because we haven't had a conversation. We haven't spoken with one another. I don't like her. She may not like me, whatever the case may be. However, if we don't know that straight up, if we don't know that for sure, and it's just some speculation that we may have because of some ill feelings that we may have, we need to open our communication a whole lot faster and better, and not put ourselves in situations where we are cutting off our nose to spite our face. It's funny, I've used that term before with my children, and my daughter was like, I never heard that before, but that's really interesting. But for those who haven't heard it and not sure what that term means, is that something is bothering you, or, you're having a problem with your nose, whatever the case may be, cut off your nose to, or you have an issue with your face, you cut off your nose, spite the face. Anyway, what it really means is that you are, either way it goes, you're harming yourself. You think that you're hurting something else, but you're harming yourself in the process. So, someone can say, well, you know what, I'm not going to talk to her because this and that and the other. And then you may need this person. This person may be the person that can help you. But because you're so caught up with your own insecurities, ego, or whatever it can be. And I know people are going to say, well, see, Coach Nyla, you're being harsh. You don't understand. You're talking about stuff that you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't understand this because you've never been in that position. I've been in a number of positions that you guys don't even know. And even if I wasn't, I still understand that we have our own egos that we need to get out of our way from. We need to, regardless. I've had many instances where I needed to get out of my own way, needed to get out of my insecurities, get out of my ego, get out of, what someone else may be thinking that I'm not totally sure what they may think afterwards or what will the people say type of stuff. I need to get out the way because I need to see what benefit me, what's beneficial. And if asking my co-wife for some help is more beneficial to me than me not asking for some help because I care about what somebody else is going to say, or someone thinking I'm weak, or someone thinking that I shouldn't be friends with her, or whatever the case may be, is foolishness on my part. They're not living my life. And my thing is, you will never know unless you ask. Now, you can have someone who can be big mad at you, have an issue with you, whatever the case may be, and you throw out that olive branch, or you say, you know what, I know we're not at the best of terms or anything like that, but you know what, I may really need your help right now. What do you say? Yeah, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage because the person can say no, but you know what? The person can say yes as well. The person can say yes as well. You're not giving them the benefit of the doubt when you put in your head what you think they may say. And I don't care if the person was mad at you the same day. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you guys a little story. And this happened between me and my mom. Me and my mom. This was years ago. But my mom and I had a falling out. I forgot what it was about, but we had a falling out, and I wasn't really speaking to her like that. Just if she needed me, I would have been there. I had that in my head. I'm like, if she needed me, I would have been there, but I wasn't going to her for anything. I was not, because I tried, and it was certain stuff. And it's just the way our lives were set up at the time. We didn't see eye to eye on a number of things. She didn't see eye to eye on what was going on with me. I didn't see eye to eye what was going on with her. And we just had a big conflict about just each other, being in the situations that we were in together, separately together, whatever, however you want to put that. Anywho, my mom, with my baby brother, I have a baby brother. He's not a baby anymore. He's like 13 years old, but he's still a baby because he's way younger. He and my son are about the same age almost. So yeah. Anywho, she was, she had a really bad, she didn't have a miscarriage, but it looked like she miscarried. That's how bad it was. She had placenta previa, everything like that. She had to get rushed to the hospital, all these different things like that. And all I did was get the phone call. We weren't even talking. I got the phone call. Hey, Mom is going to the hospital. Could you come by? I'm on my way. I packed up my 2 kids at the time, went over to my mom's house. I was saying it was years ago. I have 5 children now and 7 bonus babies. So, but my 2 kids at the time, I packed them up, went over to my mom's house. And I stayed and I took care of her when she was in the hospital. She was in the hospital for 2 months. 2 months. Until my baby brother was born by cesarean section because she could not have him the natural way. And anything and everything that we were upset about, it was water under the bridge. It was water under the bridge. So what I'm saying is that you can be upset that day with somebody. And if you really are in need, or you let your ego go, or something or other like that, be a little bit more vulnerable. It can open up a whole new relationship, because it did with my mom and I. It opened up a whole new relationship. She knew that it showed that I would be there for her. And it wasn't I was there for you, so you got to be there for me, or anything type of that. It was like, you know what? I want you to know that. So you never know. And I know people say, well, it's a different relationship between mom and daughter and this and that, whatever. Yeah, a lot of relationships are different. We can make whatever excuse we want. We can put whatever things we want in the way of having a good, solid relationship with our co-wife, and be vulnerable enough to say, you know what? Hey, I know you can. I know that I need some help in something, and you probably can do that. And I'm trusting you. I'm going to you. I'm being vulnerable enough and saying that I can trust you because I know that we are part of the same family. I want to create a relationship with you. So can you ask your co-wife for help? I don't know. Do you know? Have you even tried? Well, you might not need to try right now. But just think about it. You know, as family, we should be able to come to family for help. We should be able to come to family for assistance. And regardless if you want to believe it or not, your co-wife is part of your family. So hope you guys got some good information, some insight from this video. And in the comments, put co-wife is family in the comments. If you made it this far to the video, congratulations. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate you at OPR and all the support that you've given us. And until next time, make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. It's Coach Nyla. I'll see you in the next video, inshallah. God willing. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.